Hi, I'm Ryan, and my life is average. Hey, so I typically love making videos on topics that get discussions going, that get you guys thinking, and also get me thinking. And lately, in the last month or so, people like Sprinkle of Glitter and Charlie is So Cool have been making videos about the YouTube culture and the way this thing on the internet has turned into something really crazy, and I wanted to give you guys my perspective. So if you don't like YouTube related stuff, this might not be the video for you, but if you want to know a little bit more about myself and what goes on with a lot of YouTubers, then this is a good video to watch. So as you may or may not know, YouTube has expanded to a very large thing. When I first started in 2008, there wasn't much. There were really no gatherings, there weren't VidCons or anything, and now it's at the point where with Playlist Live, VidCon, Digitour, there are so many events. There are tours popping up left and right. They're just made up by a bunch of kids, literally teenagers, who want to make money and profit from fans and viewers, and that's not good. And then there are the good events like the Digis, the Playlists, and the VidCons. And there are a lot of pros about those events, but there are also a lot of cons about those events. And like I said, for years and years and years and years on YouTube, I made videos without one person ever recognizing me. That wasn't the reason why I did it. I did it just to get my thoughts out. The weird things that I was thinking, I wanted to put them on video, and I got really entertained. I entertained myself before I entertained anybody else. And it was a really fun thing to me. I never wanted to be famous. Of course, I like attention. Really, who doesn't? But I never was like, I want to be on YouTube because I want money and fame. Because when I first started, there really wasn't any money at all because the partnership program, I didn't even know what that was, and it just started. And the fame, well, I did video responses, so obviously I wasn't going to get any fame from that. But now, YouTube is totally different. A lot of people refuse to call certain YouTubers celebrities, and that's where I think people are wrong. Even if you take someone like Nash Greer and Cameron Dallas, you can love them or hate them. There really never seems to be an in-between. But with those two, when they went on Good Morning America, they gave like a day notice, 1 day's notice, and they just took over that event with all of their fans, and it was insane. The lady said it was the craziest she's ever seen it since Justin Bieber. So if that isn't a celebrity status, then I don't know what is. And the fact that people are willing to pay to see YouTubers at an event just dance or do certain things or do song covers, if you think about it, it's a crazy concept. People are paying literally hundreds of dollars, more money than they're paying to see Justin Bieber, One Direction, Miley Cyrus at times, just to see some of their favorite YouTubers on stage in real life. So it has become this whole new platform, and if you don't consider that person a celebrity, then how can you consider an artist a celebrity who's doing tours and stuff? Because there are YouTubers that are on tour, so to me, they are now legit famous. Now there are two problems I see with all this. There is the way that I feel like the fans and the viewers are being taken advantage of, and then there is the way that all these YouTubers, including myself, are being labeled as perfect people that you should idolize for the end of time. Because they are just not true. We are not perfect at all. Now first, in my opinion, there are a lot of viewers that go to certain events that I will not name because there's so many. I mean, literally, there's hundreds of these tours that pop up in certain cities, and they legitimately take advantage of the people that are buying the tickets because they know it's their birthday gifts and things like that. Girls are spending $100+ just to meet a couple YouTubers. And what Sprinkle Glitter said is it's just upsetting because we don't have enough time. I've done all these meet and greets. They give you like 5 seconds. You go to say hello to the person, you go to give them a hug, you take the picture, and before they're even able to speak to you, they're being literally rushed away by security. I mean, to the point of grabbed and taken over, where in FSDK we wanted to do group shots, it would take too long and they would make the people leave, and they're paying money for that. You should just be able to meet me for free because who the fuck am I? Now I understand that some people are like, well, I wouldn't mind paying money to see you guys. It's something I enjoy, but deep down, a lot of us are like, yo, that sucks. Because we just want to meet everyone, and if you do pay, we feel like you should have like 20 minutes just to hang out, chillax, talk, let's talk about some things, find out a little more about me, not just snap a picture, let me sign your poster and leave, because that is so frustrating to me, and I hate that. Now the other issue is YouTubers now having gigantic inflating egos, and I'm not calling anyone out in particular because there are a lot of really awesome YouTubers out there, but there are also just as many Let's be honest, real arrogant assholes on the internet. It's like that anywhere, in a workplace, in a school. It's just the same because YouTube, for the majority, is like one gigantic high school full of drama. Now, I've been called arrogant by certain YouTubers before, and it baffles me because I like to think that I am a semi-confident person, but I don't think I've ever been arrogant at an event in my entire life. I always try my best to meet every single person, take every single picture. I stay after. Even at a bunch of events, I'll get girls and I'll see tweets saying, wow, I saw Ryan Abe everywhere, to the point where it may even been annoying, like, wow, I saw Ryan Abe for the 50th time. I do that on purpose. I don't want to be that spoiled brat that's in my hotel room the whole night, just tweeting. I want to be downstairs interacting for the people who paid fucking money to be there. You'd be so surprised how many YouTubers are hiding away in their rooms or in their balcony areas or in their VIP parties when there are people screaming and begging just for a picture. Yeah, not all YouTubers are arrogant and mean. Like, for instance, Ricky Dillon, for God's sakes, this kid will go out of his way to meet anyone. I mean, he will do lines for hours and hours. I'm not talking about cocaine, but he would do just lines of meet and greets for hours. Ricky Dillon is one of those people that I always commend because he's always out there meeting every single person he can until it's literally 1 in the morning at times, like he did a playlist. So people like that I commend. But there are a lot of YouTubers that think that they are so much better than the fans and the viewers. And notice I say viewers because I hate the word fans, but they think that they are so much better just because they have some followers, and I think that that is ridiculous. Because in my opinion, at the end of the day, yes, we may have more followers than you, yes, we may have a higher platform or a bigger voice, but we are the same fucking person. We're just human beings that upload videos to the internet. There's nothing crazy about that. I'm not a rock star. I'm not a movie star. I'm a YouTube video maker. And I understand how nerdy that is, and I'm okay with that. But a lot of these YouTubers get so big-headed that they refuse to come down. They refuse to do a meet and greet over a couple hours. Like, when we were at Playlist Live, SDK extended our meet and greet for over 2 hours. Just because we wanted to. We wanted to meet everyone that was at the meet and greet because that's what they're there for. I have overheard so many conversations with people at certain tours where they will say, oh my God, I just want to go home, or oh my God, I just want to sleep, or I want to get out of here, I don't want to be here, will this line ever end? And then you look at some and we're like, this is the coolest thing ever. Holy crap, there are so many people out there for us. Why? This is amazing. And I get that all the people aren't out there for me. Like, probably like 1% is, but the fact that they will react if I go out there is really exciting for me, and it shows that maybe I'm doing something right. So I would never say, no, I don't want to meet anyone, and I would hope that if anyone's ever met me watching this video, I hope in the comments you could say that I did try to stay, or I did take a picture, or I tried to come out. There are events that literally don't let you. There are certain ones that I've been to where they just don't let you because of security reasons, and sadly, those reasons are true. I mean, there have been YouTubers that walk out, and then people get legitimately hurt just to take a picture with them. So the YouTube culture is getting really out of hand, it's getting really scary, and these events are like rock shows. When I was in Digi in New York City, which is Digitour, it got so crazy that people were leaving in cop cars, like, just to get away. Me and the computer nerd Josh had to run down the street, like, people were chasing after us. Like, it's fun, but also really scary at the same time. And if you would have told me 5 years ago that I would be in a situation where I would have to be running away from people after an event because they were trying to take a picture or something, I wouldn't believe it. Because even now on YouTube, I'm not shit, okay? I understand that. There are people with millions and millions and millions of subscribers that people want to meet before me. But there are still people that would like to take a picture with me and run after me, and to me, that is insane. So I think the whole moral of this story is, yes, there are celebrities now that are leaving YouTube. People are on billboards, people are on commercials, on television. It is getting crazy, and it is only growing. It is getting out of hand. But to all the fans out there that go to these events and think that all these YouTubers are so much better than you are, please don't think that, because we're not. And I'm not saying anything in particular, but there are a lot of YouTubers that are really just bad people. They don't have good intentions, they're in it for money, they're in it for the fame. So don't think that you're any worse than them, because in reality, man, you're not. And they are not perfect. None of us are. If you would see some of the shit that I have to edit out, you'd be like, wow, this guy is freaking weird. This was a long video. If you watched, you probably didn't. If you did watch, first I want you to comment, hey, I watched the whole video, then give me your comment. Like, what do you think about YouTube culture? What do you think about gatherings and VidCon and playlists and how crazy it's getting and how huge certain YouTubers and Viners are getting? What do you think? I literally want to know. I will read every single comment, even if there's like 10, because that's usually what we get. I'll look through all 10 of those, and I'll study the hell out of them. And I don't ever study, especially for school back in the day, so that should be special to you. And as always, if you did make it this far, it means a couple things. You're probably not one of Joe's subscribers because they hate me and they don't watch long videos, and that's great. But if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. We did not reach 3.8 million last time. A little disappointed. Let's just keep seeing if we can get it. One day it's going to happen, and Papa's going to be happy. But as always, that is it for me. I will see you guys next Friday. And whoa. Whoa. Settle down, kids.